What's going on, guys? It's the captain, the draw team McSwoll. I swear, just doing these videos puts a smile on my face, man. I love this shit. I love talking to y'all. I've actually gotten some feedback recently about people saying that the videos are working, they're motivating them, and that's great. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm here. But today comes with, we just got done with chest day, shoulders, a little bit tricep work. Love it. Everything's looking good today. Got the pump on. But let's be real for a minute. Walk with me, talk with me. I want to talk to y'all about the biggest poison that you're probably doing right now. The biggest problem you're on. The worst addiction that I almost guarantee putting in your body. Because unfortunately, you were probably on it when you found my video. I'm not talking about a substance. I'm not talking about drugs, alcohol, or any of that. I'm talking about social media. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because that's what we're talking about today is waste. We always talk about waste. All my motivational shit is always talking about waste, right? I'm always saying don't waste your time on this, don't waste your time on that. Don't waste your effort on this, don't waste your effort on that. Well, let's get real. Let's get real for a minute. You know, I know most of you probably find my videos through Facebook or that Twitter account I never post on, which is great because Twitter's a fucking cesspool. But we got to talk about social media because I lost the battle today. I engaged with some fucking people on social media, and you get into debates, you get into arguments about meaningless shit, and it messes up your day, and it's a waste of time. That's why I want to come in here and warn y'all about that. As I try and keep these videos to less than 10 minutes so you can watch them, embrace a quick, simple message, and get on with your day. Hopefully you feel motivated, hopefully you feel inspired, and if you don't, well, thank you for listening anyway. I appreciate it. But I'm being real here. You know, it's just so wasteful, man. It's funny. The whole I always work out almost every day, but today I was especially motivated to go work out because I was like, I'm getting mad about some dumb shit that really doesn't even matter. You know, getting into arguments with people on social media about things that don't matter to you at all. Arguments about people who will never know who you are. Arguments about famous people, athletes, politicians, that kind of shit, who don't care about you, who don't care about anything. They don't know you. They don't care about who you are. People get into that shit, and I let myself do it just for a minute today, and it ended up messing up like an hour of my life, just putting me in this sour-ass mood for some shit that doesn't even matter. Don't do it. I feel like I'm one of those old Dare advertisements that are saying, like, don't do drugs and alcohol to kids. Get off social media, dude. For real. Like, whoever's watching this, I go up and down my Facebook feed every morning. I click on the memories tab. I do all that dumb shit. And I try and limit myself on that amount of time. Because social media gives you a very quick jolt. You know, these motivational videos do something similar, but this is all positivity. I'm trying to help you better yourself, and I don't take any judgment if this doesn't work for you. That's okay. I'm not upset. Social media is where you're engaging other people who have no desire to help you, who are, I mean, discourse is good and all. It's good for the progression of the human mind. But getting into petty arguments about shit that doesn't fix anything doesn't help anybody. And going on social media and constantly posting negative and depressing things might be a way for you to vent, but then everyone around you who is watching that, who is filtering through that, is getting brought down. And I used to spend a lot more time on it. I remember when I was younger and a little more dramatic, I did one of those, I'm leaving Facebook forever and I'm never coming back. This place is such a mess. I came back. Everybody comes back. Social media, it's an addiction. We've all got it. You know, it's that quick snap response of, I'm going to go on here and post something provocative. And people are going to pay attention to that. You get that little dopamine rush because you feel like people care about you, but really they just care about proving you wrong. Or they just care about telling you what you said was stupid. Or they care about being like, hey, shouldn't you have a sunnier outlook on life? Because this all you do is post depressing shit. The funny thing is, a lot of the time, that person is not even wrong. But what good is that doing you? Genuinely. I could go sit on Facebook and Twitter and do something other than advertise for my videos or my business or any of that. I just don't have time anymore, man. I fill my day up with 3 workouts a day. Morning cardio, evening lift, and then late evening, some kind of cardio, like light activity, that kind of thing. Keep my ass off the couch. I don't leave myself time. I'm working literally every day from about 8:30 to about 4:30. The rest of the time, I'm either meal prepping, making dinner. I don't leave myself time for that stuff anymore because it's just not worth the time. I could. I absolutely have an hour or two a day that I could set aside and be like, you know what, this is my time to to goof off, to reset my brain. So I'm going to go on the internet and argue with a stranger about a point that neither one of us can definitively prove. And I'm going to feel cool about myself because I made someone else feel stupid. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just some dumb shit. That's pointless. That adds nothing to your day. It adds nothing to their day. And I just want to encourage y'all to get away from that. I appreciate if you take the time out of your day to watch my videos, whether it's the motivational stuff I'm doing, my scotch reviews, my little cooking stuff that I always say I'm going to do and then I don't. I appreciate if y'all give me that part of your day. Because when I'm doing the motivational videos, I want to help you. When I'm doing those cooking videos, I want to make you laugh. When I'm doing the scotch videos, I'm trying to help people find a good deal. Everything I do has purpose. Everything is being taken as some kind of a quick, easy response on social media that it's like, oh, I go on social media and I post weather updates. It's like, you know what? In 1999, when I woke up in the morning, my mom would be out there at 5 in the morning cooking breakfast. I get up at 5:30 and the Weather Channel would be on. Oh, that's the weather for the day. Cool. Don't need someone to tell me about it. If there was something going on, by 6 in the morning, my mom would turn on like NBC or CBS. If there's events going on in the world, oh, okay, cool. There's the world events. Thanks for the news telling me about that. I got to go to school and learn shit. I know some people either have good intentions or this is just their way of venting, reaching out the world, etc. But I'm telling y'all, less time on social media, more time with meaningful face-to-face interpersonal interactions is going to be much better for your life. This is not to say, don't get it twisted. Trust me, I spent a lot of time on the internet back before it was cool. Like a lot. And I'm not saying that like online friends aren't real friends or that those aren't any real interactions, nothing like that. Online friends are absolutely real friends, not taking anything away from those relationships. But there's a big difference between online friendships where you are interacting one-on-one with somebody in a text conversation and getting on Facebook and arguing with somebody in the comment section of an article about a protest or, posting nothing but sadness over and over and over again. You guys need to learn to prioritize yourselves in your life. If I give myself 5 minutes to browse social media and all I see on your feed is, if I can't tell you who you are after 5 minutes on your social media feed, who are you? I don't know you. I have people that I've known my whole life that I look at their feeds and I'm like, what about this says anything about you? What about this says anything about what you're trying to do with your life, what you are about? You're telling me everyone else's opinions that I don't fucking care about. You're telling me everyone else's problems that, yeah, I want to help people out, but I know how I can help people. I've always wanted to make people happier. I've always enjoyed making people happier and giving advice. I know what my capabilities are. Social media ain't often helping you with that. And I know I'm echoing a lot of other motivational speakers who tell you like, hey, don't give up that time to social media. Don't waste time on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. I think they're right. And I really hope that if you guys don't listen to them, listen to me. Listen to someone who used to put way too much stock into being up on the latest drama on Twitter, into being on the latest, should I feel like I'm a bad person today? Someone on Facebook said that a demographic that fits my demographic is bad people, so now I need to feel bad. Don't fucking live your life that way. That's terrible. That is terrible, and I allowed myself to dip into it for just an hour today, and I look back at it and I'm like, that's gross. That's not who I am as a person, and that shouldn't be who you all are as people either. Get your value from within, You got to do what you got to do. Again, this is motivation for real people, not for athletes, not for super athletes, not for people doing ultra marathons. Hey, if I'm motivating y'all, I'm doing a good job. But for real people, to get you guys out of that category, not just of being real people, but of being people who can be further motivated to do greater things. I'm not saying you will never do greater things if you're dedicating so much of your mental capacity to caring what other people think and putting out messages for other people on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, but it's not helping you. I'm just being real with you guys right now. It's not helping you. Social media is one of the worst addictions that you can have, and the best thing you can do for yourself today is to get a handle on that shit and get as far away from it as possible for as long as possible. Don't let it bring you down. I did. I'm a real person. It happens. But I'm so much better about it now than I used to be a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. And my life is a whole lot better this way. So, guys, don't let it bring you down. Don't let social media bring you down. And I know there's a lot of big stuff going on tomorrow. I'm not commenting on any of that. I don't fucking care. I hate them all. I'm not letting it bring me down. I am living my own life. I'm going to continue to live my own life regardless of what happens. That's what y'all should do too. Don't let people bring you down with their social media presence. Don't bring yourself down with your social media presence, and find that discipline to take that time that you would spend 2, 3, 4 hours getting yourself into a negative mental state, doing something productive for you. This is one of those things where it's really okay and in fact beneficial for you to be a little selfish. Like I always say, put that effort into you. Put your effort where it belongs. You'll be happier if you do. All right, that's all I got for this one though. Work on that addiction. I'm a recovering addict. Sometimes I have relapses like that, but work on that social media addiction. You'll be happier on the other side of it, filling your time with more meaningful and valuable things. I hope you guys find your way there. Thanks again for tuning in. #ESFD. Team McSwoll, let's make it a good week, guys. I'll talk to you soon.